you might. Too much, 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 too many crabs in a barrel, but I'd rather hang around family and battle. It's too much, too many dripping in sauce, and I ain't hating on nobody, they can get lost. It's too much, trying to help a nigga out, the only thing they care about is internet cloud. It's too much, niggas sounding like each other and they all dead wrong, they don't even get along. Too much, you might. 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 Too much drip, you might slip. 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 Too much.
Up in the way, cause I don't play clown. Take that with you on the way down. Up in the way, cause I don't play clown. Take that with you on the way down.
I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal.
And what I'm trying to explain to you, ladies and gentlemen, is the real world that our children live in, not the ideal one that we want them to live in, not this wonderful world that we pray that will come here one day, but the real world that they have to live in. You want to know why they're acting so crazy? You want to know why they're doing the things that they're doing? Because we have not prepared them to live in this real world. We have sent them through 12 years of school teaching them this dumb stuff that doesn't work, and when they go out and try to apply it and get killed for it, we are not there.
Me an animal. I eat a fake motherfucker like a cannibal. And I don't even understand how he got that far. Cause every time he write a rhyme, it's about his goddamn car. You know the top 10 hottest in the fucking game? Well, 8 of them niggas fucking lame. It's a fucking shame how y'all put them on a pedestal. But I figure you ain't got nothing better to do.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Hey. Welcome. How y'all doing out there? It's Sunday. It is Sunday. Welcome to Shame Sunday with Mrs.SheSaid. How y'all doing? Appreciate that intro. That was awesome. Moderator, husband, you are appreciated. Shout out to Bon Chuck, Vaughn Eric, and hubby for the great beats and music. Appreciate y'all. Y'all ready for today? Are y'all ready for today? Did you see the title? Home training. Home training. Did you get any? Did you get any? We're going to talk about it today. It looks different in each household, as we all know, right? Living right next door to your neighbors, they absolutely live differently, raise their children differently, different morals and values and all that. We're going to talk about it. How y'all doing? I see y'all pulling in. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to YouTube. Twitch is in the building. Take heed to the messages in the building. If y'all haven't went over and checked out sisters' messages, please feel free to go over. Hashtag shame in the her link is in the chat. Y'all click that link. Nightbot is on it. Sis, appreciate the Cashapp. Yes, hello to everyone in the chat. The pleasantries is going down. Quantum Love is in the building. Hey, love. Quantum is doing it. Red Lipstick Vibes is in the building. Hey, sis. Hope all is well. Let's go. Shame Sunday. Hashtag shame so Nightbot can add your YouTube link into the chat so we can all support one another. Bella Rings is in the building. Hey, Bella. We got a new face, a new subscriber. You are appreciated. I hope you enjoyed today. The title is stressful. Absolutely. You know, I like to stress y'all out on Sunday. Trigger warnings, trigger warnings. We're going to talk about home training today. So it may not be too triggering, but, you know, just for future seconds and minutes along the way. Yeah, maybe. So get your accountability, self-reflection hats on. It's very important. Okay, we're talking about behaviors and we're talking about what to do better to make our situation for our children better. Because it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Been hearing this a lot. We act like our children don't have no home training. Do they? Do they? What have you trained them up? Is there any manners, any etiquette inside, outside, in school and restaurants? You have to train them on how to behave outside. They have no clue of the world around them. It's your job and it's your responsibility to educate them. This is why we're here. Self-reflection is important. So us ladies are the first educators of these babies when they come out. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Your responsibility, your duty. Okay? My body, my choice. You choose to bring life into the world. It's a lot of duty and responsibility behind it. And a lot of people do not have the same values and morals, standards. We don't. So we're going to share today and see where we all are. And I hope this helps someone if they don't have any, if they don't know how to begin doing these things with their children at home, because it's very important. It starts right out the womb. Please and thank you. Basic manners, basic responsibilities for little people. And as it changes and as they grow and develop and understand the world around them, you got to put more on their plate. Too much pandering and coddling these kids and letting the electronics raise them. They lack motivation, inspiration. They lazy as hell. They don't like cleaning up. They don't want to hear no. They think they the best. Y'all need to check them because the world gonna do it for you. And I'm here today because every time I wake up, I get the news and it's always talking about our youth here in Baltimore City. And it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame because the excuses that we make for the parents' lack thereof, holding true to their duty and their responsibility, is getting freaking ridiculous. And y'all need to be shamed for it. The behaviors are unacceptable.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Shit thrown at y'all. We're setting our children on a bad trajectory, especially our young boys, expecting them to be leaders, and they have no clue. The detention centers are extremely full, and they have nothing for them. All they're talking about is revamping the system, revamping the system. No, revamp the parents. You parents need to be checked. Our babies at 15, 16, and 17 should not be going to jail for life sentences and such. So it's something we're not doing at home. The accountability lies on you. It lies on us. Because they're trying. So many more resources now than it was 20, 30 years ago. Our children should not be out of control the way they are. And we can't keep making excuses that everybody has special needs and they're autistic. Should have took care of that when they're 3, 4, 7, 9, maybe even 11. Still your responsibility. There's too much information out here for us to keep neglecting our duties. What y'all think about that? Home training. What kind of training did you get? You had to be home before the light came on? Did y'all have chores on Saturday? Did you have to do your homework before you were able to go outside? Could you even come in your house with shoes on? Lights on all day? Like, it was a lot of rules. There were a lot of rules. I don't know about y'all. How did that work for you? Early childhood training. What was the basic rules? What was the basic rules of your house? Do you remember? How many of your household rules did you take into your home while raising your children? Were there some things that you didn't approve of that you changed, going to do a little differently? Or there were standards and regulations that you held true to and repeated these things in your home because you saw that there were good outcomes because of it? So many different ways we can go. So many homes raise their children differently. But when they go to school, our children have to deal with your children. Your child got some home training? Are they throwing tables and having fits? No self-control, no manners, bullying? What's going on? Because we get so excited. We get so excited. This generation is amazing for the gender reviews, the baby showers. It's amazing. You have groups and groups of women in one room. Are y'all really discussing the duty and responsibility of what's about to happen, what's about to transpire in these young people's lives? The importance of it, of them late nights, the lack of sleep, trying to juggle it all, relationships, laundry, bottle washing, switching and adjusting, breast milk not coming in. That's a lot of stuff. Our young people think it's a joke. And we're helping by pandering and coddling. Sis chimed in. She said, yep, same rules I had my son had and has. We had rules and chores. Plenty of consequences behind not fulfilling those chores, following the rules. Wasn't always ass whoopings. The things you liked the most got taken away. Phone time, TV time, going outside, spending the night at friend's house, having company. Yeah, those things were very important to us as young people. So you didn't want to risk getting that taken away. We were outside kids. We never wanted to be inside. These kids are all, oh, my baby's an introvert. My baby don't like to go outside. It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy, y'all. Too many people need vitamin D. Get your ass outside. Get them kids outside. Let them run around and get tired. Stop complaining. When you were a kid, outside was so important. What do you think changed with your children? The devices? It's not making them better. It's harming them. They need to be outside. We got spankings too, Bella. Yeah. Yep, punishment was absolutely enforced. I couldn't sing on the choir. Ooh, child, don't take away that. I can't be in the dance group. I can't go practice. Nah, we not messing with that. What I gotta do? And they were set in stone. They didn't have time to play around with us in our day. They did not have time because they knew of the real world, regardless of having a little bit of money, living in poverty. The real world was what was important that they needed to teach us. Okay. Your ass is in trouble. Let you know. You want to walk all the way home, miles, knowing your ass is going to get in trouble. But at some point as children, we have to learn that the rules are going to be enforced and we should take heed to them. Take heed to the message. So for me personally, 8 was my last ass whooping. By that, I knew what she said was set in stone and I should respect it because I didn't like things being taken away. I liked being outside and I definitely didn't want to get spanked. So that was important to learn the rules. So I'm gonna give y'all a little picture of here we go. Let's go. The old school mamas. Man, let's have a little view. Did y'all have any of these? Did you grow up with any of these types of mamas?
Get over here, get somewhere and sit down. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't think about me because I'm grown. I'm going to be with the grown folks. You go be with the kids. Understand this. When I say it's time to go, it's time to go. Don't ask, can you stay the night? You cannot. Don't ask, can they come back over here and stay the night? They cannot. Don't get over here acting like you hungry, like you ain't ate all day. If you do, I'm going to knock fire out of your throat. Don't touch nothing. Don't break nothing. Don't ask for nothing to drink. Don't ask for nothing to eat. Lisa Ann already think her kids is better than everybody else, and they are not. If one of them touch you, you better knock their head off their shoulder. Don't come in there tattling to me about what you think, what you want, and how you feel. When we get ready to go, I tell you how you feel. Is everybody on the same page? Huh. Don't play with me.
Oh man, knew plenty of them. Not my mama personally. Some of the rules, yeah. Somebody put their hands on you, you best just pick up a garbage can if you have to. That assaulting your physical person, yeah, no. We're not doing that. Bella chimed in, facts. Punishment hit harder than spankings. Yeah. Yep. Learned that along the way during the parenting journey. How you get my grandma up there? Child. Ooh. Oh man, I was a latchkey kid. Grew up around a lot of mamas, and it was some very similar to that. Oh yeah. And I was like that, not that hard and ghetto, but absolutely there was some rules and some laws laid down when we stepped out the house, going into other people's house, all of that. You know, and you have to set the tone. You can't allow your children to go in other people's homes and act a damn fool. And then when somebody says something, you mad at them. And this is where we've gotten. Don't talk to my kids like that. Don't tell my kids what to do. Your child is acting a fucking fool in my house. We're not doing that. So y'all need to leave. How about that? We need to get there because shit is unacceptable. Were you taught manners? We think these things are like common and just basic etiquette that most people get in their home. But, you know, please and thank you is not a thing everywhere. You actually come across kids, you know, you give them something, they don't know how to say thank you. The parent has to tell them. Some children have to be forced to say thank you. And these are little things that you can learn from outside the womb. You know, they know milk, you know, they learn these little things, you know, when they're hungry, you know, when you're talking to them and having dialogue with the baby, like it really comes apparent. They have their own language and it's up to you to learn it. It's really up to you to learn it because they know way more than you think. They comprehend a lot more than you think. They know how to get your attention. They know how to push your buttons. They're amazing little creatures. And one should tell you guys that. Hey, Paris Dunbar, get them, Grandma. Like that, man. They didn't play. Law of the land. It was laid down. Now our children are just being allowed to act a damn fool all over the place. Here, take this electronic, sit down. That'll calm them down. It's making them dumb. They don't want to learn. Lack motivation. You're not giving them anything to do, especially responsibility in the house. Once they start getting older, 3, 4, 5, yeah, they need some duties. Pick your clothes up, put in the laundry, simple things. And it first starts with self-soothing, self-soothing. You hear that a lot when it comes to babies. You know, let them cry a little bit. You never heard a baby die for crying, but you should be a parent that recognizes the cries. So it's something about the distinctive cry of your child that tells you they're hungry, they're wet, they want to play, they sleepy, whatever. Something's wrong. It's very distinctive. Joe Blow is in the building. How you doing? Welcome. So yeah, you couldn't talk back. You had a curfew. You were taught structure, manners, etiquette, and there were a community of mothers who reinforced this method of parenting. Absolutely.
This is a work of art.
Our mothers are not the same no more. We want to be out in the street. We want to still have fun and party. Have new men come in and around our children when we know some of the consequences behind that. Y'all on Kendra begging for men. Stop playing. 3, 4, 5, 8 children in tow looking for another goddamn man. How do you have time with all those children? Ma'am, go sit down. This is where we are. The attention you need to be getting is from the little people in your home, not everybody else. And it's a damn shame. Oh, and my favorite was the evil eye. That look would snatch your damn soul. Mama ain't even have to say nothing, just, and you look and it's like, I got it. Absolutely. Got it from my mama. Thank you, mama. I ain't want my teeth bust. Shit. It was a joy being the youngest. You watch the oldest ones get in trouble for the shit that they do. You learn, I might not want to suck my teeth because mommy's going to back smack me and I might get my lip bust with my crooked tooth. So that was the reality. You be aware, self-awareness. And that's you talking 4, 5, and 6. I was paying attention. I'm not going to do that. She's going to pop me. Joe Blow chimed in. Now we have these electra complex mothers who didn't have fathers and choose to put men before their children. Yeah. I can understand that. Some of us who didn't have fathers learned to not do that. There's some of us who actually learned to not do that. I was one of those girls, and I never used that as a clutch to say, this is why I don't like men. This is why I hate men, and I don't treat men kindly and fairly because my father was a jerk. Because my father didn't do the right thing by my mother. He didn't know how to be a good father or a good husband. That has nothing to do with my husband or the men that I see on the street. And that's a problem that women have to deal with. Y'all need to deal with that. Your father's shit ain't your man's fault to fix it. Deal with it. Okay? And I'm one of them that always looks at the positive. I'm grateful for the life that he gave me. If anything, very grateful. So how can I be mad at a man who gave me life? His absence made me better. It made me more aware. And it gave me a blueprint of what not to choose. Yeah, you love me. You make promises and don't keep them. I'm a trophy daughter on your arm. Look how pretty my daughter is. But you weren't there. So that gave me a blueprint of men to don't choose a man like that because they're like that. And you ladies stay around. You say, no, I'm going to make him change. I'm going to make him want me. You know, stop. So we need to self-reflect way more than we do. So we don't repeat these cycles with our children, with our daughters. Our sons are all up in the detention center. I'm pissed. I'm pissed because the mothers are raising these damn boys and they're failing them. They don't realize they're supposed to be creating a leader for another young woman in this world one day. Your son will have children one day. He can't be tied to your damn hip. Make him strong, make him wise. And y'all ain't doing that because they still ending up on the street with their pants down to their ass, tight like leggings, shooting and killing anybody for no reason. We just had 2 shootings at 2 different colleges in the last 3 weeks. Homecoming weekend, 2 events, Morgan State and Bowie. Sending love and light to those families who were affected by the bullshit. 17-year-old, 15-year-old children. These are your children. You proud bitches on Mother's Day don't need a trophy. That's a damn shame. Where are the women around you holding your ass accountable? We want to blame niggas that ain't around.
Shame.
Niggas who probably said they didn't even want this child. You created, you are supposed to educate it. What about the men? What about the men? You created that life, okay? It's your responsibility. That's what I tell my children. You lay down and you allow somebody to plant their seed, ain't no guarantee they're going to stay. Still your responsibility. Still your duty. What you going to do? Constantly blame them? Raise these children in all that jaded hate. There's consequences behind the shit. Okay. These kids grow up. They understand the world around them. They understand your bad, shameful ass behavior, and they can't say nothing. They can't say shit to mama. I'll always love my mama. Shit ain't right. I'm tired. I've been watching you badass mothers for a long time, and somebody need to hold you accountable. Teach them kids something. Okay? Make time for them. Put the fucking phone down, the weed down, the hookah, the Henny. Chill. Because you got to send them out into the world with us, and all of us, somebody's going to hold them accountable.
I am here to do some good old-fashioned slut shaming. Yeah!
The world going to teach you. Y'all see it. Pull up Baltimore City News. See how they talk about these parents. Okay? They straight shame them. They say they need to be shamed. We can't keep changing the system to fit y'all's fucking reality. We can't keep doing that. That's unfair to everybody else. Because some of us are raising our children to be decent human beings in this fucking society and follow the authority of the rules that's set here. So they don't get in trouble, find themselves in a situation that, you know, they didn't ask to be in. Shit ain't cool. Joe chimed in. Oh, you ever had your mother knocked the pause in you during your episode of crying? I remember one time my mother was talking and I didn't say, excuse me, and she slapped me. I was crying with no sound. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you? I see what I'm saying. I thought of something, you know what I'm saying, that you done fucked up now, you know that.
You know, some of us got to learn the hard way. You know, that's hot. It's hot. It's hot. No, I'm still going to touch it. Now you got 3rd-degree burn. Told you the shit was hot. You know you're supposed to say, excuse me, in grown folk conversation. Did you do it anymore after that? Did you learn your lesson? That's a good question. Did you learn your lesson after that? And some people would think that that's wrong. You know, that's just how we grew up. I don't know if it was, you know, just trauma parenting, fear, like the fear of the world is real. I'm going to teach you to respect authority here, because when you go out in that world, you can lose your life by one instance of disrespect. And I don't mean send your kids out into the world to be pussy. Mama ain't never raised no pussies. With all that, but you just don't go outside looking for beef, drama. Run away from it. You know, don't run towards the gunfire. You're supposed to run away from it. But we're misleading our children because the detention census is full. They're talking about building another one. Build another one. The schools here lack heat and air conditioning. But we're adding on to the detention centers. That says a lot about our parenting. It says a lot about your parenting and what's important in your life. And it's not the children. It's not.
Shame on you.
You can tell me anything, but I know what I see. I know what I see. And if it's on the news every goddamn morning, it's a fucking shame. It's a shame. Talking about you parents. Right is wrong. Wrong is right these days. Definitely learned the lesson to this day. I say, excuse me. Yeah. He said, chimed in, I believe it was the lack of respect the world showed them as people. So as parents, they would not be disrespected by their creations. Okay. Yeah. I think I say that in my mind. I can't even imagine one of my kids bucking up to me. I might lose my goddamn mind. I created you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let me tell you. They need to know who's in charge. They need to know. It's very important to set rules and boundaries in your home. Make a big goddamn poster. Sit with the kids. Discuss, you know, make sure they understand what's important and why it's important. You can answer those whys. Don't just shun your children. They want to know why. And it's a reason why. This is a question for y'all. Were rules the same for boys and girls in your home? Did the girls get a little bit more lenience? Did the boys get a little bit more outside time? How was that? It wasn't that much of a difference in my house. It was some slight differences, but not that much. I definitely didn't get coddled as a girl, trying to play rough with my brothers like I was a boy. Absolutely not. Mama definitely pointed it out. Don't you bring your ass in here crying to me about playing knuckles or slap boxing or football, any of that, and I get hurt. Nah, nope. You want to play with their asses rough, you're going to deal with the consequences behind it. Yep. Fought with them and all. Yeah. I didn't get, yeah. No, mama wasn't having that. You could dish it, you could take it. So I learned really early, you know, don't hit the boy if I don't want to get hit back. My brothers ain't play. They love me to death. Love me to death. Oh, yeah, but if I hit them in a certain way, they definitely going to hit me back. Bella Rings chimed in. She said, my younger brother could play outside by himself, but I couldn't. Everything else was basically the same. Okay. He could play outside by, and he the younger brother. Okay. Child. That was definitely a difference on us. We had extreme freedom. My children, not so much. Our children, yeah, not so much. They outside, I'm outside. That's how I went.
And you know what, nigga? You act like a little bitch right now.
Yeah. So a lot of things happen when you leave kids by themselves, okay? All right, and back in them days, we didn't have a lot of things to occupy our time, so we was definitely getting into a lot of foolery, learning some things way too early that we shouldn't have been, because parents weren't present. They weren't paying attention. So that definitely made me reflect and say, oh, I'm paying attention to mine. We're gonna pay attention. Sometimes our children are put in positions to grow up way too fast, and you don't even know. So many stories of not saying anything because it was just a younger or older child, you know, and they may not even think it's wrong to be inappropriate. So again, all kinds of conversations with your children, especially consent. Consent is very important. Discuss it. Okay. I got a video because, like I said, all year, this city has been discussing the youth and shaming the parents and their lack of taking control of their children. And now the city has to. So we're gonna have a look at this video, see what Brandon Scott got in order.
Nothing's really going to happen to him.
On Monday, Mayor Brandon Scott complained that the system simply can't be repaired.
The system needs to be built from its entirety.
As juvenile.
How long is it going to take to build a system in its entirety? A detention center. To fix roads, it takes them 3 damn years. There's no way. And there's so much lack of integrity for the people who work there. They allow crimes of these children on other children to just happen. Bullying, all types of things. It's just like jail. Come on, y'all. So imagine these babies are going, children as young as 11 in these detention centers. AR's in the building. Notorious, ruthless media is in the building. Grizzly is in the building. How you doing, Mr. Teddy? $10 to 20 years. Some of these babies have some real time on their hand. 10 to 20 years to build this stuff. to revamp.
Crime races out of control. Rebuilding the juvenile justice system has lately become a common theme at City Hall. In a news release issued today, the mayor wrote, "It's clear that we need to build a different juvenile justice system from the ground up that actually supports our young people with the resources they need, but also actually holds them accountable when it's required." But exactly what does that look like? This afternoon, we asked the mayor's office, does the mayor support scrapping or amending the recent Juvenile Justice Reform Act and the Child Interrogation Act? Will the mayor call on lawmakers to return to Annapolis for a special session on juvenile justice reform? And is there a reason the mayor has recently called for rebuilding the system from the ground up? So far, no reply.
This cannot just be a campaign promise. We need to see specifics. We need to see goals.
It's a lot of focus on building a system and an institution instead of fixing the damn parents, holding parents accountable. You have to do it at some point. It sets a tone. It sets a tone for other parents that this shit will not be tolerated. And they're not getting it by just locking up their children. That means they got free time. You understand? Child was going to, they can go see them once a week, once a month, put some money on their books. You know, I'm a good mom. And they be there on Fridays. They be lined up, standing outside. A whole bunch of women. A whole bunch of women. You're not doing a good job. Taking a lot of pride in this, raising these, having the possession of these children. And they're ending up in detention centers by the masses. You're allowing the street to take them. We know what it is. We grew up in it. That's the thing. It ain't changed that much, okay? History is just repeating itself. So for us to be in this city and, you know, to have people grow up here and ignore the signs, neglect their own responsibilities, it's a damn shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame.
What happened to the children being our future? If they're our future, we need to do better by them. And that means we need to be better for them. Got to get through your shit. Don't pass that shit on to your children. Some things have been passed on to us. You hear that so many times. We all still battling with slavery. Shit was 400 years ago. Let's deal with the new age society that we're in, the modern day media, the controls, the disparity. Shit just ain't balancing out in our society. And these kids need to know that. They need to be fully aware of what came before them and know what they could possibly have and what they can do. We got to be more inspirational. Y'all motherfuckers is dragging. Don't even know who y'all are. Listen, create a safe space for your kids.
Let me tell you the rules of my house. Number one, every conversation is on the table. 100% all the time. There is nothing in our house that we won't talk about or discuss. And so that's just an ethos, right? And that can be about religion. That can be about political topics. That can be about anything. We also don't gossip. So we don't talk crap about other people. So my kids know that it's just not a free-for-all. And the rule that my wife and I have is any question that gets asked, whoever gets asked answers it. So there's not a big production. There's not a big like confetti falling from the sky and the big talk, right?
Create that dynamic when they're little. It makes it easier as they start to transition into those damn hormones. They get crazy. They pull away. They don't want to talk. They go in their shells. But creating that safe space, creating that dynamic between mom and dad and siblings in the house, like it's a whole dynamic. And you have to have some peace there. And we're not creating that for them. They're not flourishing. And the idiot boxes are destroying their minds because they're seeing so many things that they can't even understand. And you're not even explaining it to them because they're not coming to you to say they saw it. Got to set them rules. Standards, values, manners, the importance of growth in education and development as humans. All of that should start from home. All of it should start at home. You have 9 months before a baby comes out your belly, 9 to 10 months. Not thinking about these things. These things should be top priority in your mind. And we ladies are not there. We worrying about our hair and the fucking glue and them long ass, stupid ass nails. How you handling a baby with them long ass nails on? Okay?
It's so long it look pitiful. Yeah. Fake eyelashes, bedroom slippers, pajamas, and shower caps. Just walking off the airport. No shame. Right.
Don't make no sense. How women getting all did up to go in the hospital to have babies? The hell is on your mind? Lashes, nails, hair done to have a baby? Something wrong. Your priorities are in the wrong place. And I'm saying it. You can't do that. Where's your focus? Because after that baby come, you're going to be worrying about them eyelashes and that fucking hair and them nails? No. Your focuses need to be make sure them bottles is clean and you set a decent and clean environment all the time, that you get rest, that you nourish that baby, read to that baby. Women are selfish. The new modern day mothers now, they're selfish. Because our prisons are full. Our detention centers should not be full with our children. If you ask me, there should be a minimum age requirement, marriage, and a certain annual salary amount to have children, including an EQ and an IQ test as well. A lot of people won't be having no babies. They'd have to get their goddamn vaginas and penises sewed up. Ain't gonna put them requirements. Hey, Lucky. Hey, beautiful. How you doing? Don't ever take this as a personal attack. I know if you was going into labor, you ain't gonna make sure you get eyelashes and your hair and your nails done before you go into labor. Okay? On your regular time, that's fine. Do your thing. Time management. When you're preparing to be a mother, God damn it, time management is important. They're going to be focusing on the DM snapbacks. Oh yeah. Getting the tape and all of that. And it's possible, the snapback is possible. So yeah, they should have a little focus on that. That baby is a weight used baby as such. All exercises on the bed with baby. Yes, everything. It helps. Breastfeed too. Helps. Helps healing as well. So, I recommend it. Baby showers and things like this, build with these young girls. You need to really tell them the ins and outs. And when they say that baby rest, you rest, it's real. Don't try to go sit up on your phone for 2 hours while the baby's asleep. Nope. Clean up, get some shit done, and then go lay down with the baby. It's important for you to rest. That baby needs you to be alert and paying attention. About to fall off the damn couch. You saw him? Shit. Some of us had to be like super women. Y'all remember them days? Stopping that baby from hitting the side of the damn dresser? It's no joke out here. Yeah, we're going to reset it. What are we talking about today? Home training. Did you get any? Because our elders, they didn't play with certain things. And I don't know if we're holding true to these types of standards and regulations in our home, because the children are failing. They're failing in school. They're failing out in the street. The detention centers are full, especially here. I don't know about your city, but in our city, it's not looking good. They out here doing a lot of the crimes, a lot of foolery. I just had my second. You're 100% right. It gets exhausting. And like I told my 23-year-old today, I said, anytime I do feel any type of down or despair of being a parent, I literally reflect on the fact that this is a life that I created. I created this life. My children would never be looked at as a burden. If I got to get up and jump up to take you to work and snowstorm, You understand? Like, I don't want them to ever feel like that, because children do feel like that. So you have to constantly make them aware of how important they are. But they also need to know, don't break the damn rules, okay? Because there's going to be some consequences. Love and nurture, you know, it comes right along hand in hand with structure and discipline. Okay? Setting rules, standards, values, manners, and the importance of growth in education and development as a human. They need to know this. I'm talking 3, 4, have these conversations. Do you know when you're 6, your feet are going to be 3 inches bigger? Your body's going to be bigger. And the girls, you tell them about their ovaries and that they're intact from the time that they are in our belly. Like, all of this stuff is so, you wouldn't realize how much self-awareness you're giving them. They're not going to learn this shit in school. And the way you tell them, they'll value how important it is to be a human and have manners and be respectful. These things are not easy. We used to tell our children, it's so easy to be bad. It's very hard to be good. It's hard to make the good decision. Versus easy to just say, you know, I'm just going to not listen. I'm going to tumble down the steps and probably break my neck. Versus let me walk. Or maybe get a pillow, like, do it safely. But they consider that. To just slack and be bad, it's so easy. It is really hard to stay fast on good and decent behavior. It's not an easy thing. And we're all human. We all make mistakes. They need to understand that. You don't dangle something over a kid's head for the rest of their life. I hate to meet parents and the first thing they say is, they so bad. They put a whole bunch of labels on their children. And I can be around for one day, and by the end of that day, I'm telling them something they probably didn't notice about their child. And I love to inspire them to pay more attention to your babies, because they grow up so fast. So fast. The mom rules is new trending TikTok. So it's like a set of rules put up, and, you know, a youngster sits with their mom and, you know, says how the parent feels about the said rules. And, you know, it's been enlightening. I picked 2 to show you. Yeah, you got cool moms and just some regular moms, and moms just don't even care. A lot of them was that, like, they really don't have I see a lot of indecisiveness. Stop doing that shit, ladies. Okay, stand firm on some shit. Set some boundaries, set some rules, especially in your life, in your home, with your children. You can't in one breath tell them to be kind and respectful, and then you're a nasty bitch either. So check that shit, because that doesn't make sense. If they see you acting a fool, that's what they're learning. Yeah, they're mirroring you. I see it when they come outside. I see it. Mom used to say it's easy to get in trouble and hard to get out. Yes, that was one. Absolutely. It is easy to get your ass in trouble. It's easy. It's hard to get out of it. Some people get 30 years to life from just being somewhere, being involved in something. Didn't do nothing themselves physically. Know many of them stories. But we're going to check.
Your daughter.
No, please don't punch my daughter.
Okay. I will.
Oh. Yeah, can I smack your daughter?
Her rules for me. Okay, so Mom, what are your rules for me when it comes to drinking?
Drinking. Don't get drunk.
Next is smoking and vaping.
No smoking. No vaping.
Yeah, because I don't even, so. How about when it comes to school, like the grades and stuff like that?
Just do your best.
So curfew.
Depends. Sometimes 10, sometimes 12. But no overnight.
Yeah. So when it comes to my outfits.
Not.
She doesn't care.
Too daring.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
More honest than
She
mom.
sees all of my clothes. She doesn't care.
Caring.
Tattoos.
No tattoos.
Piercings. I pierce my own ears and I don't tell my mom
No
until
nose piercing.
no face piercings and everything.
Face piercing. No.
Yeah. But when it comes to like piercings with my ears and my belly button, my mom doesn't really mind. Sleepovers.
No sleepovers.
Only at our place.
Only in our place, but you're not going for sleepovers.
Okay. And lastly, boyfriends and girlfriends.
Actually, no, nothing. I trust you enough, so.
She doesn't mind boyfriend or girlfriend.
Trust you 100%, so I don't intend to.
So those are my mom's rules.
Not the mama. Not the mama. Not the mama. Not the mama.
You do that one more time, and I'm gonna throw you across the room.
Yeah, she's anywhere between 15 and 17. Yeah, y'all go check out this trending and see how there is a lack of rules, definitive rules that are set. It's just kind of, whatever, it's okay, just do your best. Lack of standards, lack of rules. Yeah. Don't be too racy with the clothes. What does that mean? She was answering more honest than mom was.
So here's my mom explaining her rules for me. Okay, so mom, what are your rules for me when it comes to drinking?
Sound like she made the rules. Mom really doesn't, we're just gonna go with the flow. If it comes up, then we'll deal with it, and then you'll know how I feel about it. Some of us was in homes like that. It just happens, right? Yeah, relationships seem to be the same way. Why, y'all? We can't. No, children need to have set rules. And with all this doing these things to your body, belly piercing, what the fuck you need that? When you 18 and you grown, then you do whatever you want. Why can't that just be the rule? She's like, mom's about to say no to the piercings. And she's like, oh, no. Yeah, I pierced my own ears without mom even knowing. So your child is already doing a whole bunch of things without you even knowing. Your rules don't mean shit. Really sounds like you don't have any. And these children are really putting their parents on blast, honestly. Bella says she lets her do and wear anything. Yeah, everybody can come to her house and hang out. I mean, the first one was drinking. You're not old enough to drink. 21. Why can't that be respected? You're raising little young alcoholics. They have no chill. And we think to just, let them experiment with it. No, they don't need it. You don't care about the grades, but I can drink a little. Fuck out of here. Get your priorities in order, ma'am. Reckless is in the building. Shame. Shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And it's just, this just so okay with, whatever. I trust her with boyfriend or girlfriend, just either one. Don't stand on nothing already as young girls. God damn. Really?
Shame. I don't want to go.
Nobody ain't gonna say nothing. Just had the kids out here with they have no purpose. They get to just do whatever and waste a fucking life. This is a life cycle, and it's a way that it's supposed to go. We all ain't gonna get to the destination the same way, but it's a route. And a lot of these youth, they're wasting it. They're not learning shit. And then they're gonna become adults and go out into society and don't care about shit. Shit.
Drinking. Don't get drunk.
Just don't get drunk. What the hell does it? First of all, this is where it needs to be. If these young girls respected their body as a temple and know what that alcohol would do to their reproductive system very early, yeah. Be conscious. We're going to self-reflect. I probably had 40s when I was like in the 5th grade. Wasn't no alcohol. But I grew up in an environment absolutely like that. It was okay. We didn't have to ask for ID. You go in the store, you buy a fucking 40 and you go to the park and drink that shit, go to Chinese restaurant, be drunk, all that. Probably in the 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade.
Shame on you.
Now you need ID. But back in my day, you didn't need no ID. We can't continue to allow that shit to be okay. And I was reprimanded. Yeah, well, I definitely got in trouble, but it didn't stop me from doing it. But I say this now as a woman at 46, had a full hysterectomy, and I've had issues throughout from time I was a teenager. I can absolutely look back and say, yeah, that probably wasn't good. Especially when I lived in poverty and didn't eat healthy. You're putting the healthy things in your body. And then on top of that, I'm adding alcohol and my body's not even fully developed. You know. So a lot of things we ain't repeating. It's not going to be okay. I ain't your damn friend. It's not okay when you're able to, when they say 21, okay. And look, we ain't got no alcoholics. It's not even something they, I prefer not. Be conscious in how you're raising these kids because they got to go out into the world with other people as adults in 18 years. Shit don't take long. Thank you, Bella.
Next is smoking and vaping.
No smoking. No vaping.
Yeah, because I don't even, so.
I don't, but if I wanted to, I would. That's pretty much what she's saying. And I grew up in a lot of children ran homes too. Latchkey kid. It was definitely some of my friends who ran their house. I ain't even gonna lie. Couldn't tell them shit. Got to do a lot. Freedom.
How about when it comes to school, like the grades and stuff like that?
Just do your best.
What if just your best is C's and D's, right? That's just like, go clean the bathroom. Just do your best. No. This is what we're raising. They're not doing their best because you have no standard. You have to have something. Ma'am, don't bring home nothing less than 85. And if you do, we're going to have to work on it. We're going to have to reflect on what's happening on why these grades are so fucking low. What's good? Do something about that because everybody is not taking care of their stuff. So if it does not apply to you, let it fly. But a lot of you chicks out here.
So curfew.
Depends.
It depends. Y'all heard the magic words.
Take his microphone and usher him out.
It depends. It's always it depends. Nope. Set it in stone. 9 o'clock. It's a curfew in a lot of cities. 9 o'clock. If the city curfew is 10, 9. And that means at least text you're on your way at 9 o'clock. Because I came across a TikTok. I'm going to share this with you. I came across TikTok and it was a woman, a psychologist, and she was reflecting on her life. And she got in a real bad car accident rushing home because she needed to meet this curfew. So she changed the rules for her daughter. It's like, at least text me. If I say be home at 9 o'clock, you got to text me, say I'm on my way. Because I don't want my child rushing home and then crash into a divider. She almost lost her life rushing home for curfew. So that's something to consider. With the technology is the way it is. Listen, hop in that Uber and call me along the way. Like, it's not safe. Ricky Williams is in the building. It's a shame the way they mess around. Playing too much with these kids. All this depends. We're setting these rules for these damn young people. And you have to do it because when they go out into the world, there are rules. There's rules when you go to work. There's rules when you out walking, just crossing the street. Some cities you can get a fine for crossing the street the wrong way. Not here. I'm just saying they throw their front of fucking cars. What's wrong with these people? But there's rules to everything. There's rules in going in the courtroom. There's rules in going into school. And they need to know. And they need to know they need to be followed and respected because you're going to go over to Dubai and touch somebody the wrong way and get your ass locked up. It ain't the same outside of here. It damn sure enough ain't no it depends over there and outside of your home. That's the thing. We set rules in here so they know when they go outside of there, the rules are a little different. And you're going to have to follow them, or there may be some consequences that none of us will be prepared for.
Curfew.
Depends.
They going to school locking up babies, putting them in handcuffs and all that. Parents want their children to be fearful of police. It's crazy. Curfew was 9 p.m. during school and 11. The summer for the oldest kids, 11 for the summer for the oldest kids. The younger ones, 16 and down in the summer, was 9:15.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Yeah, we had that nationally when we were growing up. It would literally come on at 10 o'clock on every channel. People checking for their kids, even if they couch parents. Yo, so-and-so, you in the house?
Depends. Sometimes 10, sometimes 12. But no overnight.
Yeah. So when it comes to my outfits,
not.
She doesn't care.
Today.
She answered it for her. Mom don't care. Even if she say, that's too racy, you know, this is hanging out too much or your skirt is too short, she's just gonna, Mom, whatever. This is the style now. Mm-hmm. They're not following the rules. Because even at school, there's rules when it comes to those uniforms, and they're not following them damn rules. Everything is a damn mini skirt and a coochie mama, hot pot. And then if someone in authority says something to them, they say they're a pervert for even noticing. The type of fucking children are y'all raising? What are y'all doing out here? Can't no adult say anything to a young person acting a fool. They ready to beat them up. So I would say they don't like their parents. Really? When I was a kid, it was dim street lights. You can be on the stoop forever, though. Yeah, that's how we grew up. Yep, because they don't want you in the house. Acting a fool, tearing up their stuff, eating up all their food. Yeah, you come because you know we go in. We got to stay in. You can't even go in to pee. There's no going in and out. Those were rules. She's scared to tell her no. She want to be her friend. She want to be her friend. She knows that the no is not going to be respected, sis. At this age already, by this time, she absolutely knows.
Old school, new school, need to learn though.
That even if I tell her no, she's not going to listen. And I don't want her to be mad at me.
Need to be right.
Yeah. Because even if there's no dad in the house, even if it is a dad in the house, that's mom's friend. That's mom's buddy. And that's some bullshit. There's roles, and our children need to stay in their damn place. Put them in their place. Make them aware of what place they're in and how it's supposed to look, what's expected of them. Because they're going to go somewhere else. They need some damn home training. They're like puppies. A woman got offended on the register one time because I said this to her husband. Her child was acting a fool, and she's trying to, regulate it or whatever. But yeah, that wasn't working. But dad stepped in and just picked them up. And Shorty checked herself for the most part. And I looked at him and I said, child, they like little puppies. You got to train them up. She didn't like that I referred to her child as an animal when I got two animals sitting in the cart with me. Ma'am.
He wrong for that, baby.
Yeah, she didn't like that. So I know they probably had a little tiff because he agreed. Train them kids. They pissing on the floor. You train them to piss in the toilet. They do it. Anybody had any little boys pissing around in the house? Pull up or whatever and go pee somewhere? Huh? Yeah. Train them up. Put the Cheerios in the toilet bowl and have them aim for it like a game. How about that? So they don't piss all over the damn place. Just little things you can do. Okay? Cheerio, Fruit Loop, anything. Boop, yeah, aim in there. Ricky Williams. Oh, you grown. Get your grown ass out of here. It's only two adults in here. This 2-parent home, not 5, little motherfucker.
This is a work of art.
You gonna tell daddy? You damn right. You gonna tell daddy? You damn right. You lucky I'm gonna tell him in a way where you ain't gonna get in a more trouble. You know what I mean? We can soften the blow a little bit with how the information is delivered. I'm just saying, you know? So you can handle that, but daddy still needs to know. And if he has something to say, he gonna go say it. Stop shunning these men. They have a fucking place. Let them take it. Y'all too damn scared. Scared of what? That's they daddy. Daddy got some say too. They act up, they gonna have to deal with daddy's mouth too. And it ain't gonna sound like yours. And it ain't gonna look like yours. And it ain't gonna be that much coddling and pandering either. I'm just saying. But a lot of love. It really comes from love. I think men see more of the world than we do. We want to live in this fantasy land with our fucking children instead of telling them, yeah, you know, unicorns don't really exist. Yeah, it's cute. I want to be a unicorn. Yeah. That's cute for now. Like, but we're not going to continue. No, first time. I'll be checking them. I love the fantasy land. I love for them to be imaginative and all that. But the reality of the real world, yeah, I'm kind of really spot on with that. We're not going to just glaze over. So it's just a lot of indecisiveness with this mom. We got another mom. We got another one of these.
Caring.
Yeah, she doesn't care. She sees all of my clothes. She doesn't care. Tattoo.
She don't care. She sees all my clothes. She don't care. Mom, you don't, who buys the clothes? Who's buying the clothes? Right. If it's just a free willy, no limit to how much money we spend on these kids when it comes to clothes. Do they get clothes every month? Every 3 months? Huh? They don't work for nothing in your home? It's not just a set time, spring, winter, something when it's needed. Because some of them growing up like this, they get whatever they want. And they're going to go out into the world and think that that's real. And it's not. But do parents just want their children to be dependent on them, codependent, and to be mad that they are? Because y'all are creating these animals. Y'all are creating this shit. You pay for their phone, you pay for their car, you pay for their hair, you pay for their clothes, you pay for their piercings, little fucking dogs that they don't want to take care of. Come on. You're doing too much. Why? Guilt? What is it? Might need to seek some therapy for that. Stop. They got to go into the world and they're not going to be ready to be an adult. Some of them are losing their minds. They don't know what to do. They think it's a joke out here because you ain't teach them the real deal. And you need to be held accountable because our detention centers are getting full and it's a goddamn shame.
Shame on you.
Tattoos.
No tattoos.
Piercings. I pierce my own ears and I don't tell my mom.
No.
And I don't tell my, she's like, no, don't tell on me.
Nose piercing.
No nose piercings.
No face piercings.
No face piercings, but she can pierce her ear all the way up to the wazoo and, her belly button. If mom don't know about a clip being pierced too, she can get that as well. I mean, there's no limit. I think you had to have an adult. Oh, but like I said, she did it herself. Yeah. Just clip.
And I don't tell my mom.
No nose piercing.
No face piercings and everything.
Face piercing. No.
Yeah. But when it comes to like piercings with my ears and my belly button, my mom doesn't really mind.
She really doesn't. Mom don't get to talk? No, mom don't talk. Mom didn't set no rules. That's why it's so wish-washy. It's nothing set in concrete. So she gets to do what she wants. Mom will express that she doesn't like it, Didn't like that you did that. And, don't do it again. And then she's going to kiki. Know this all too well. Mr. Brian is in the building. How you doing, sir? Our kids knew it was over once my wife said, I'm going to give it to your daddy. The outside won't look the same next time the child sees it. They didn't play. Greetings, peace, joy, and grace and abundance. Welcome, Mr. Bryant. Welcome. Kids ain't no joke. Majority of moms are coddlers. It is what it is. It is. It absolutely is. I can't see their kids going through hard times or tribulations. It's a blessing and a curse. It is. It is. I'm an extreme coddler, but I'm pretty stern. And I think when the rules are broken, it's just like, yeah, nah, we're not gonna do that now. We need to talk about this. Because repeated offenses is just like, are you dumb? Right? A repeat offender. Come on, you didn't learn your lesson the first time. How hard do we really have to get? What do we really have to take away? Do you need an ass whooping? Do we need to get the boxing gloves and go outside and take care of this? Because it can be done. Shit. Children running the house.
Sleepovers.
And
no sleepovers.
Only at our place.
Only in our place, but.
And they can drink and everything there. So yeah, I can see that.
You're not going for sleepovers.
Okay. And lastly, boyfriends and girlfriends.
Actually, no, nothing. I trust you enough, so.
She doesn't mind boyfriend or girlfriend.
No standards. Just nothing. She don't care. You gotta at least something, Mom. Like, oh, these children are running these homes.
I'm not punch your daughter.
No, please don't punch my daughter.
Okay, I will.
The world gonna be like that. Well, Mom's gonna take care of her. You have a lot of people ain't leaving. They ain't leaving. Matter of fact, they're gonna bring their husband and the kids in the house. And she's gonna take care of all of them. Creating terrorists. I appreciate y'all pulling up and popping in on Sunday. Spend a little time with me. And that's a new trend. Mom rules on TikTok. Any home training? Home training, was it given out? Was it dished out? Etiquette in the school, how you behaved, any of these things. Because we act like we don't know no better. Conversations I be hearing seem so minute and childish. Like, really? They're really having this conversation right now? Just basic respect, manners? The hell is going on around here? We supposed to be the adults. I see why the children acting the way they fucking acting. They get it from y'all. Have some control. Can't be cursing all crazy around the baby and think when they 3, they're not going to be talking like that. You have to show some self-control. Learn to articulate around the children without the cursing. It's hard. I know personally. I got a question for moderation. I do. I have a question.
A lot going on right now.
It is. Yeah, it is a lot going on.
Is that a part of the problem? Thinking about our children, our families.
Yeah, I did say that. I did notice that. Yeah. Mothers carrying the burden. And what I said to that was a burden. So our children are a burden. This is the mindset that mothers are going into this responsibility as it being a burden. I can see why there's finger pointing and blaming and shaming all over the place. If our children are looked at as a burden, they are our responsibility when we choose to bring them in the world, whether we do it on our own or with family or whatever. It's a conscious choice. It is a conscious choice. And when we look at them as such, and some women say it, they'll tell their children, I didn't want you. You're a burden. You're taking away my life. My life means more than you. Like, it's just a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of abusive mothers with their nasty ass mouths. And these children have to grow up and listen to this shit. You ain't shit. Your daddy ain't shit. But we living in shit, mama. You ain't cleaned up a motherfucking thing. You don't cook. You don't clean. You definitely ain't educating us. If children could speak, the truth that would come out of their damn mouths would probably give you a heart attack. Look what you did to my body. That's absolutely something children here create. Look what you did to my body. Look what you did to my body.
Mom's Rules Cool Mom Edition. Okay.
Cool Mom Edition. Y'all ready? Hi.
What do you think of drinking?
I don't mind.
Off top. Mom Rules. She added the Cool Mom Edition. Yeah. Let's go, Cool Mom.
These are my Mom's Rules Cool Mom Edition. Okay, what do you think of drinking?
I don't mind.
Smoking or vaping?
No, that I don't like, no.
No, that I don't like. Mind you, these people are under 21. She's under 21. She might not even be 18 yet. Look at her nails. Those look like hand washing dishes type fucking nails. Are you cleaning something up? What's wrong with our women? Why is that a need? What is, that's to enhance you sucking dick, right? It gives men pleasure to see these types of nails, dressed up, when nails are dressed up and such. Like, yeah, that's kind of why it was done. We were told to not wear red nail polish when we were little girls. Like, that was a thing. Red lipstick, red nail polish was for whores. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm talking about that bright red.
I am here to do some good old-fashioned slut shaming.
Yeah! These are my Mom's Rules Cool Mom Edition. Okay, what do you think of drinking?
I don't mind.
Smoking or vaping?
No, that I don't like, no.
Grades.
I don't care.
Okay, so, okay. Ma'am. You see, we think that the city and the state making laws for, the young people is some type of authority, but then you have parents who say, nah, it's okay. She's not 21. Drinking, I don't care. Smoking and vaping, no, you can't do that. Grades, I don't care. She said, I don't care. She don't give a fuck about her grades. She don't care if her children can understand basic context clues. Do she know the months of the year? I don't know. Analog clock. Let's see. Cool mom means I can pretty much do what I want. Yeah, I had a cool mom. Didn't work out well. Had to change that and revamp that. How does she wipe? Well, they use a hell of a lot of tissue. And these young people don't like to buy no fucking tissue. She would be buying her own goddamn tissue. But it's a lot of wraps around those nails. Yeah, a lot of goes around with that. Cool mom equals they share boyfriends. That too. Gonna sit up here and act like that shit don't happen. It happens more than you think. You got to have a separate life from your children. You are not them. Okay, your time has passed, boo-boo. How you wash your butt? How you wash a vagina? Them shits is sharp. I think I asked my husband that the other day, like, them nails ain't scary for some dudes. I'd be scared to have a chick with nails like that around my damn penis and balls. I mean, you might jukes me or something. Huh? Y'all timing, I don't know. We don't do that over here. That's just like having nails, real nails. Getting her ready for the pole. Some of them inspire to do that. We have so many artists that come and become famous from being an ex-stripper or ex-whore, or ex-fucking playgirl. So why wouldn't these young girls? Why wouldn't they? We glorify it. I've never seen the glorification of hoardism in all my life. The glorification of bad mothers who don't be accountable for their children. Y'all still want Mother's Day cards and want all the praise when you got 2 kids in the detention center and a 15-year-old pregnant. Wait a minute.
For their whole phase. My aunt told me I have to go hoe it up.
So this is what y'all be doing on me and my partners did. We came to hoe and go. If you just going and not hoeing, hey baby, you might need to wait for the church retreat. You might not need to come on this trip.
You ain't gotta hoe. Everybody do what they want to do. I'm pro-choice.
No, because when you not pro-hoe, you're anti-hoe. I'm sorry. If you're not pro-hoe, you're anti. And you are not welcome up in here. We are supporters of sluts, whores, dick suckers, and all things above. Okay? We are pro everything up in this mother.
Pro-ho. If you not pro-ho, you anti-ho. Absolutely. Is this how it starts? For not having any types of standards within your home. On anything. No standards on drinking, no standards on grades, no standards on the clothes or boyfriends or girlfriends. None of it. Do what you want.
Grades.
I don't care.
Curfew.
I don't care.
Mama.
I don't care. That's what, 4 out of 4? No, 3 out of 4. I don't care.
My mom's rules, cool mom edition. Okay, what do you think of drinking?
I don't mind.
Smoking or vaping?
No, that I don't like, no.
Grades.
I don't care.
Curfew.
I don't care.
Well, I'm also in college. Anyways, outfits.
What about them?
Like, any outfit.
I'm fine with that.
Still a curfew. How y'all feel about that? Them college kids still living at home. Is there a curfew? Is there a curfew in your home with your 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old college student? Your child can come in anytime they want. 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 5, walking in, you walking out for work and they walking in. Fuck out of here. Y'all doing that? Stop. Let them know there are rules. You want to come in and out, get your own place and come in and out as you please. You don't come in the next day. Message, let us know you're staying out, you're coming in late, whatever. But ain't no just walking in and out of here anytime you want. Happened. It was checked and it never happened again. Like you didn't know? Oh, we have to tell you? Okay, here it goes. And it's been respected ever since. Like, no, we're not playing them games. Look how grown you are. You live in our house. Swiping, no swiping. Swiper, no fucking swiping. She said she don't care. But I was saying the city, the state, federal government make rules 21 drinking, right? Did they up the smoking age? Because it was 18. They was planning on putting drinking up to 25. That must have fell through. It's still 21. But at 18, we're so cool and okay. Yeah, it's okay. I don't care. I don't care. They drinking.
A boyfriend.
I wish.
I wish. Right. Ooh, baby. I guess like I wish you had a boyfriend so at least I can look at him and then go tinkle with myself, you know, knowing you fuddling with him. Some of this shit is a bit much. It's a lack of not caring. A lot of negligence, even on a young adult. Nails are important. Neglect. Fail to care for properly. The state or fact of being uncared for. And we think we're caring for them. I don't know. We're not preparing them for the real world, real work, real relationships with people outside of us. They're going to have to be cooperating with people outside of us. And when I go to these freaking businesses, y'all bitches don't know how to cooperate with each other. The people in management, how did you get there, ma'am? You're not skilled. You're not handling your employees the right way. What the fuck is going on around here? Nobody is doing their job. Oh my God. There's no care. To have a whole doctor's office full of women, nurses, the lack of care is amazing. Is that what they're teaching? Nurses used to be pretty considerate and empathetic. Everything's a business now, so no one cares. Joe chimed in, hell no, I don't play that. This is my oldest second year of college, and when he comes home 12 during the week, 2 a.m. on the weekends, no drinking, fuck out of here. Gotta be some rules. You better not be stumbling in here like you ain't got no sense. I told you, I don't care. And I came up in a lot of homes, a lot of homes with this. I don't care. A lot of us was allowed to do whatever the fuck we wanted. So we don't turn around and create life and a family and repeat that bullshit. No, don't repeat that shit. There will always be a curfew with when you living with me. If you are not in at a certain time, stay where you are. Just saying. Right. Couldn't stay where you was. I don't care. I don't care. Plausible deniability. She got to do what she want. The right dime is in the building. Sean is in the building. Hey, brother. Hope all is well. Yella is in the building. How you doing, brother? Talib is in the building. Hey, love. It's Labor season. It's going down. Man, it's been unique, all this. I don't care. Mom's rules. Moms ain't got no rules. Set some rules. You got children out there and they ain't have children yet. You better teach them when they have some children. Set some damn rules. Rules are very important for running your home smoothly. No exceptions. Consequences behind breaking them shits. Okay? Make them be very aware of what that entails.
A boyfriend.
I wish.
Sleepovers with boys.
It depends who the boy is.
Oh, mom is just she's on the whole phase. Wow, why is that important? Versus I wish she had a boyfriend, and now it's like it depends on who it is. Well, goddamn, how many boys is it okay for her to go sleep the night at? Just a whole list of them. It's just okay. It's just cool. No standards. And we send our young girls out into the world with no fucking standards. It depends. Nah, that's not okay. Because they're going to be creating our future children. And they ain't going to have no fucking sense either. We not. The rules are on the fridge. Okay? They on the fridge. Did you see it? Y'all know how to get the dollar store poster and some markers and put some rules on it. But first you got to sit down and teach them babies how to read. You got to sit down and teach them how to read. It does not start at 5 when you go to kindergarten. That shit is hard to learn. You should have been started.
Sleepovers with boys.
It depends who the boy is.
Boys, no curfew, no grades. Drinking is cool. Fucking is cool too. Pro STD. You educating about that? Everything is just so okay. Consequences behind everything. Dialogue, conversation, mock trials. I used to creep the shit out of my kids because people gonna try you. She wants that extra welfare check. Can't wait for her to have a baby. Joe Blow chimed in. I have a daughter. No boyfriends until junior high, middle school. No going on dates until she's 18. If it's 16, sorry. If it's an outing with her friends, a parent that I know better be there. If not, it's a big no. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of rules to that. And they need to be aware of that. My conversations with my girls is like, yeah, I mean, the boyfriend thing, that shit don't exist. Because you're going to like them one day and you probably won't like them next week. Let that shit fly. Don't be one of them, oh, it breaks my heart because it's not my boyfriend. And you know, we're not living in that fantasy land. I want you to learn boys. And that does not consist of opening your legs to lay down with each and every one of them to learn them. Eat them. But they got to start early before, you know, thinking about sex. Allow them those experiences because they don't know. And it needs to be discussed and talked about. And parents, you know, are biased and speak on their own jadedness, and especially women. We tell them all the red flags and all this bad stuff about boys, and they boys and this, and boys going to do this, and boys is going to do that. No, well, you're going to allow the boys to do it, bitch. You're going to allow them to do it. That's the thing. They can't do what you don't allow them to do. Huh? Consent. They need to be aware of knowing how to say no when they're put in a situation where they really like somebody and they don't know, they're scared. All of that. Talk about it. Parents are setting their kids up for failure. Absolutely, Mr. Bryant, they are. Plausible deniability at best. All this day young. No. 20 ain't young. Our grandmothers was having children at fucking 13, okay? And 15, however they got them. They was having them and kept them all together. They tried to do better and make a better foundation for them each time. So if you come from a cycle of horrible traumatic, change it. Do better. Don't repeat it. You know how it felt when you lived in that shit. Don't do it. That trending is crazy. And some of the mothers sound fucking insane. I came across two, it wouldn't let me save it to my email. I ain't have enough time to screenshot it, but it was a couple of good ones on there, and the mothers had some straight and she was black. So I loved it. And she didn't have a lot of views either. All the cantankerous ones has thousands and thousands of views. What I found, yeah, it didn't have that much. They like to see this. They like to see mothers with no standards, no values, and not instilling them in their daughters, because the men can look at them and say, okay, I see where she come from. What values are you instilling in your children? You heard him.
A boyfriend.
I wish.
Mama wish she had a man. She wished for herself and for her daughter. That's a little sick. Everything else is indecisive and I don't care, but a boyfriend, yeah, she really wants her to have that. Why?
Sleepovers with boys.
It depends who the boy is.
Okay. Parties.
I don't mind.
Swearing.
I don't care.
Okay. You just don't care about nothing.
And what about chores?
You don't do them anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's the one for me. Free living, go to college. Nails is more important than cleaning your motherfucking house. As a woman, whether you got a man or not, you're going to have to be responsible for your place of living. That's a shame. That is a shame. Make your children clean up. Why are you taking all the load? You can't sit back and complain that nobody does anything, nobody helps you when you didn't set that standard. No, take the fucking trash out, clean the bathroom, wash the dishes, clean the stove, find shit for them to do. Even in college, you still got to do things here. You're living here. So when they go to their home, they're going to keep their space clean, but the whole 3 years that they was an adult living at your house, they ain't do shit. Yeah, that's not going to happen. They're a slob in your house. They're going to go live in their space and be a fucking slob too. They don't know how. You ain't teach them. You didn't enforce it. There was no consequences behind not doing it. You don't do it, you don't get no nails. You don't do it, I take your car. I cancel your car insurance. Don't play. That's not how the world is set up. We're not indebted to our children for the rest of their fucking lives. What's wrong with y'all?
This is a work of art.
And when they think like that, they take advantage of you. That's not fair. That's not cool. Ain't gonna be no going over the boyfriend's house at all. If he wants to come over, the bedroom door stays open at all times. And my son in college has to second Second, my approval because he's more hip. Okay, that's right. You seen this nigga? That's right. Yo, go check him out real quick and you let me know what you think. Because you might see something I don't see. That's another male face checking out and vetting a boy that's going to be around your damn daughter. It's very important. You can't tell her mother. You can't tell her mother is failing at parenting. Fuck out of here. I wish I would. But I mean, we've been in this society for 25, 30 years that you can't tell mama nothing. Especially if daddy's been gone for even a year. If he tries to come back, you can't say nothing. And that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Not the mama, not the mama, not the mama.
You do that one more time and I'm gonna throw you across the room.
There's a large majority of times men leave because of the woman. Her cantankerous ass, her lack of ability to fucking nurture and change her attitude, because she's just, you know, who she is, and I'm going to be who I am, and you got to accept who I am because who's who I am. That mindset is fucked up. Shame. Because to me, that says that you have no clue of the true life cycle and growth and development as a human being. You constantly should be learning something every day. Mr. Bryan said, I don't use foul language around my mother, parent, and I'm 61, and I find it to be disrespectful. Definitely try to curtail myself. My mother's only 17 years older than me, and we had this cool mom type of and daughter relationship. But respect was always at the top. I'm not, you know, cussing disrespectfully, but we definitely cuss in a conversation.
And what about chores?
You don't do them anyway, so it
Yeah, that's
doesn't
true.
matter.
Cool mom edition. Blow this up if you want to see one with my dad.
And they're so proud that they don't have no responsibility. These young people are so proud that they don't have to do shit. They don't have to do nothing. You know how much it is to take care of a house? Like cleaning up, stove. If you cook every day, cleaning out a stove, inside, outside, wiping inside, outside, refrigerator, pulling out the stove, pulling out the refrigerator, windows, dust, mop boards, corners and creases, cat dust, you know, that's a lot. And we shouldn't take on all the load, especially if you have children in the house, and cleaning can start as early as 3. Let me show you a video. I got a video for y'all. Smallest things, the simple rules for young children.
5 housekeeping rules you must teach at a young age. Housekeeping skills are fundamental life skills that children will carry with them into adulthood. By learning these skills early, they gain a strong foundation of taking care of themselves and their living spaces as they grow older. Teaching kids housekeeping rules instill a sense of responsibility. They learn that their actions have consequences and they have a role in maintaining the cleanliness and orderliness of their surroundings. As children learn these skills, they become more self-reliant, boosting their self-esteem and confidence.
Don't try. Don't try, right? Don't try. And I'll be back. Would you like, alright? Alright. Okay. What's that, Hasi?
Simple rules, y'all. Simple rules can really train up a child. And they grow, the rules grow, the responsibilities, the chores, they get more in depth as they get older. And they should definitely know at an early age that their space they need to maintain. They mess it up, they clean it up. But with that, you have to have a place for everything. Whether it's a big toy box, you have designated space for crayons and paper and books and things like that. So they know that there's some order. Has to be order. Children respond to some type of order and a schedule. Can't let them just be willy-nilly. Even if you do allow electronics, you let them know, I'm only going to let you have it for an hour. Put a timer there. When that buzzer goes off, you have to return it to me. They have to learn to be responsible for themselves. And you don't wait until they're an adult. I'm sorry. That shit starts at 3, 4, and 5. You have those 3 years to prepare them for school if you choose to send your children to school. Prepare them. That means get them up early. They need to be on a schedule. They need to be reading books, playing games, learning to cooperate, chipping in, asking if you need help, being kind, not abusing things in the house, anywhere. If you see them beating up a doll or something, you stop them and tell them that's not okay. You have to step in. To have value is to regard that something is held to deserve the importance, worth, or usefulness of something. To have value in a person's principles or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. Not just your singular life, what's important in life. Not talking about that with these babies. So many books, so many kid-friendly books, age-appropriate books to give them so much information about the earth, the sun, the water, stars, the moon, how humans grow, seeds, plants. All of that they need to get from you. It starts at home. Principle is a fundamental truth or proposition that serves as the foundation for a system of belief or behavior or for a chain of reasoning.
When you wear a bonnet as a woman outside, going to the store, going to the mall, you look dusty. You look really dusty, sweetheart. You look like you stank. You look like you haven't taken a bath in days. There were times when I used to work at the counter and I remember women coming to the mall with pajamas on and a bonnet. And it just looked like you didn't wash ass the first. You look like you didn't even brush your teeth, but you sitting up here with a bonnet on and pajamas trying to try on lipsticks.
Stop getting on here with no clothes on, shaking your ass when you know it's fucking kids on these fucking apps. Y'all hoes ain't got no motherfucking respect. Y'all think just because something is trending, it's okay to do. Bitch, it ain't okay. Y'all out here in public with little ass clothes on and there's kids around here. But you want a motherfucker to respect your pimping. Ho, ain't nobody gonna respect you, ho, when you out here looking like a hoe. If ain't nobody gonna tell you, I'ma tell you. If your ass out, you twerking, and you got motherfucking kids, bitch, you should be ashamed, ho. I should slap the shit out your stupid ass. Cause your mama ain't slapping you. Y'all bitches need to get some clothes on to get your motherfucking act right, stupid ass bitches. The fucking generations are watching us, for Christ's sake.
It ain't just me. Shout out to my sisters. Fucking children are watching. They're doing all kind of everything around them. Have some discernment. Control yourself. Can't expect them to have control when we don't. They watching. They are watching. Set a tone in your home. Set some rules. Have some value in life and in love. Because they feel that. They know that. And with that comes correction. And it's going to come some discipline. It's a lot. Setting rules, standards, values, manners, and the importance of growth and education and development as humans. And they can't get all that from school, okay? The majority of that needs to come from home. Final thoughts. Home training. Did you get any? You making sure your children get it? You teaching them to respect the elders, your mother, your father, the elders around you? It's more than just buying them things. So much more than just buying them things. They can care less about that shit. Nova Rain? Okay. I'm a mother and I have a son, and every time I sense him so much as thinking about a flavor that could even be associated with a marijuana vape, I clothesline him across the room and put him straight back into his chastity belt. And I started that at 4. Good job. Consciousness is needed, you know, and sometimes correction needs to be with force. Goddamn shit. But, you know, it's very important to provide them with a safe space And with that, you have to be present. And it's just not your physical body. They have to be comfortable enough to ask you questions, without being snapped at or shut up. And then when they're being truthful, you tell them to not be truthful. They see what they see, Now, not to be in a disrespectful way. We don't want our children out there being disrespectful, but they say a lot of honest things, and parents need to try to receive that information. And it's hard because we feel like we're doing everything possible for them, but we can always do more. We can always do more, y'all. They yearn for our attention, and they're going to try to get it anyway, even if it's doing something bad. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming out. And remember, with correction, you have to give praise. With always pointing out a child is doing something wrong, you should absolutely point out when they're doing something right. That you did not have to tell them. They brushed their teeth, they got themselves together, like all of that, pointed out and say, hey, I appreciate you brushing your teeth without me having to ask, or, emptying your plate or your trash, anything. They thrive off of that. They're motivated by it. So if they get a lot of attention for being bad, they're probably going to continue to just be bad. Give them reasons to be inspired, to be praised. And that comes with setting some damn rules and responsibility, a chore list where they get stars or earn some treats or something. We're gonna keep continuing this on how to create value and standards and rules in your home, because I'm hearing a lot of people just don't know. A lot of our young mothers, or even just 30-year-old mothers, it don't even matter. A lot of people having children, a lot of our women are having children and they don't know. So send this to someone you think may find it useful. I appreciate everybody popping in. Share it with anyone you think would like the stream. I appreciate the Cashapp's giving. Take heed to the message, and Donnie Gallo, awesome supporters. And we have so many. And we thank you.
We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Hey, 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 hey. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Hey, 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 hey. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Hey, 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 hey.
All right. Thanks again, everybody. Don't forget, we got a new day. It'll be Tuesday. So don't be looking for us on Thursday. He said, she said, love and abundance. The Saids, Mr. He said, Mrs.SheSaid is in the building on Tuesday. We'll have some good quality content for y'all. So be ready for some new stuff. And again, have a great week. Be kind to somebody besides yourself and protect the children, y'all.
You see, baby, I don't do this just for the recognition. I do it for the children. You can take the children and bounce them on their knees. Bounce them on the knee and then sing a melody. The Varnell man, did you mean he's mine?
That was lovely. That was beautiful. Johnny Gill should sign you up. My.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Hey, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
I'm Paul Stanley of KISS. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Everything in creation and in physical form has its own fundamental resonant frequencies. Everything in creation and in physical form has its own fundamental resonant frequencies.